right now, we need teachers of God more now than ever before. And a teacher of God, according to the Course, is anyone who chooses to be. Their sole criteria is that they have not seen their interests as apart from another. Let that sink in for a second. We cannot see our interests as apart from another. And we've been kind of a selfish society right now. And we are kind of selfish people. And that's okay, because the Course kind of knows that about us. And so it always plays to, you'll feel so much better if you do this. I remember, and we'll talk a little bit about history here when we get into it in a minute, but I remember years and years and years ago when Judy Skutch was telling me, Judy Skutch Whitson, the original publisher of A Course in Miracles, was telling me some stories. And one of them occurred when she was very new to the Course, and she was sitting there with Bill Thetford. They would often talk together, and even in a group, and sometimes just caught him privately. And she said, how do you know when you've made it? How do you know when you've got the Course? And he says, well, how long do you hold on to a grievance? You know, how long are you going to hold on to it? And so she knew that in the back of her mind when she finally told her about a dear friend of hers, Jerry Jampolsky, who always seemed to irritate her just a little bit. And some of our best friends irritate us, right? And so she had asked Bill, you know, he just irritates me. She was going on and on and on and on and on about Jerry with Bill. And he said, she said, what should I do with him? He says, if you'd forgive him, that would be a start. And she says, I can't do it right now. He says, well, when you do, dear, you'll feel much better. And so the Course was never telling us we had to. It would just simply say, if you do this, you'll feel much better. You, personally, you. You know, and that's how we have to look at this. Forgiving another isn't about letting them off the hook. It's about letting you off the hook. It's about you finally finding peace in the midst of all the crazy going ons. And that is not a bad thing to do. It doesn't mean that because you forgive another that you let love rest on this circumstance or situation or relationship or whatever may be going on. It doesn't mean that you condone what they did or the actions they did, because those things were never real anyway from the Course's perspective. What you want to do is take the anger out of it. Take the hate out of it. Take the blocks to the awareness of love out of it, so that the Holy Spirit can come into your mind and help you to see your brother as he truly is, which by accident, or not by accident, not by chance, but by God's plan, that's how you get to see yourself. Because again, the Course is very quick to say, when you judge another, you hold a sword above your head, and it will fall or be averted whether you choose to release your brother or not. Choose the joy of God is what you really want or not. So these are the things we have to remember in our minds. And again, I think we think forgiveness looks a particular way. But what forgiveness is a willingness to let love lead the way, to let a new interpretation come into your mind, to experience a better way to live in this world. So it's not about doing something out here. It's all about doing something in our minds.